There is a method in free-to-play that earns you 400k GP per hour and 180k XP per hour. It's not PKing, it's not ogresses, it's not telegrabbing wine to Zamorak, there is no competition, there is no RNG, this is guaranteed GP and guaranteed XP. I have an account that I haven't played for a while. It's a skiller, and my goal is to unlock this method with my skiller. However, this method has an extremely high requirement, that requirement being 99 smithing. When you get 99 smithing, you unlock the ability to smith 3 very important items, and these are the Rune 2H, Rune Plate Legs, and Rune Plate Skirt. You get 225 XP for each one that you smith, and you can smith 800 of these per hour, which means you can get 180k smithing XP per hour doing this method. They take 3 rune bars each, and the cost of 3 rune bars is, and always will be, 500 GP less than the cost of those 3 items, and that is due to the high alch prices. All of these items high alch for 38.4k GP, which means even after the cost of a nature rune, the alcher is still going to be profiting. The buy limit for each of these rune items is 70 every 4 hours, which means they are very high in demand. On the other hand, the buy limit for runite bars is 10,000 every 4 hours, which means that you won't be restricted when trying to buy runite bars because you can't even smith that many every 4 hours when you're making these items. So, the goal is going to be getting 99 smithing, but I'm not going to be doing cannonballs. Anyone can make a cannonball alt in 10 minutes and play 30 hours a week just to break even with their bond. But I've got something even better planned. Let's see if I can remember the login info for this account. We'll find out how long it's been. It has been 127 days since I've logged into this account. I don't remember what stats I had at all. I briefly looked on the high scores, but the high scores don't even show every level. I think you have to be ranked in the top like 1 million or 2 million or something, but let's see where we're at. Okay, they want me to resubscribe, apparently. This is my skiller, see you later boy. Originally, I had him planned to be a kind of a unique type of account, which was a birdhouse alt, which means all I did on here was birdhouse runs. As you can see by the crafting level and the hunter level, that's pretty much all I did. And all the GP, all the items, everything I have on this account was earned from scratch. I did not transfer any items or any GP over. The only thing I ever put on this account was a bond for my main. It's kind of sad looking at my inventory. I did one last birdhouse run, and at the time, I don't think I knew that that would be the last birdhouse run. I just kind of stopped playing the account. I don't know why. But let's look at the bank here. Apparently I don't have a bank pin. But anyways, we have a 3.9 mil bank, so we should be able to sell off some stuff to buy a bond, maybe? Actually, it looks like we won't be able to because all this is members items. So we can transfer bond over and then sell all the items off, and we should have like over 3 mil worth of stuff. Yoink! There's our bond money. Yes, I should have known that teletabs aren't free to play, so we're gonna have to run Tavarak, I guess. I really don't want to spend the extra 10% to make the bond tradable, so we're gonna take the long route to do this. Okay, see those dark wizards up there? I've got a very tactical plan to avoid them. And that is run, and hope they don't attack me. Oh no! No, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, would you look at that in the GE, we got a members object selling for 704k. Bonds are ridiculously cheap right now, so 3 mil should buy it right away for us. And there we go, we got our membership back. So obviously, being a skiller and all, I can't teleport around because, you know, 1 magic by the way. But what I can do is buy teletabs from the GE. As you can see in the bank, I do have some Varrock teletabs from before, but we're going to buy a few for a bunch of cities so we can get around very easily. I could train construction and like build a nexus or build the teleport portals in the house, but I can't be bothered with that. That's just straying too far away from the goal. So we're going to go ahead, we got 800k to our name, and buy a bunch of teletabs here. With that being said though, it is still going to be beneficial for us to buy a house, so that way we can use the house teleport, and it's essentially going to be like a Remington teleport for us. So we're going to buy some house tabs as well and go ahead and buy a house. Okay, so here's all the teletabs we got now, and that should last us for a very long time. Let's go over to the estate agent here in Varrock, and I think we can buy a starting house. My early game knowledge is very limited, but it looks like 1k is all we need, and there's no other requirements. Just go ahead and buy a house right away. And now we are set to teleport to the house. Let's just try it out right now to make sure that it works. And there's a waste of a house tab, but that's okay. We'll teleport back to Varrock because there's something I want to do now. Look at our freaking character, dude. We look like a freaking bot. So we're going to go ahead and change our... Right, I knew that. Okay, that was weird lag. We're going to change how our character looks because we look like a bot. And I don't want to look like a bot. I want to look like myself. So let's go to Thessalia and get a little makeover here. Huh, apparently changing your clothes was an easy rock task. Okay, we're almost looking good now. Now we need a haircut, or a hair growth, I guess, and to shave off that facial hair. Okay, now we're looking good, and now we're all set to start playing the account for real now and getting some stuff done. Apparently that was an easy Faldor task as well. So now that we're ready to start doing some stuff on this account, let's take a look at the quests that we have done. So as I said before, this was a birdhouse account, which means I have the Bon Voyage quest done. And to do the Bon Voyage quest, you have to have 100 kudos. And to get 100 kudos, the easiest way to do that was to get 5 quests done. So I have a few quests spread out here and there. I got Plague City done, so we can use the Artie teleport. And then some free-to-play quests as well. One of the requirements for Bon Voyage was the dig site, and from the dig site quest, you get a huge XP drop from mining. So we got 33 mining on this account with, I don't think we ever even trained mining, I think it was all from questing. And the requirement for the quest we're about to do is 10 mining. Take a wild guess what quest we're going to do on our smithing account here. I'll give you 1 second. The Knight's Sword. The Knight's Sword quest has no smithing requirements, and the XP you get as a reward will put you from 1 to 29 smithing. So let's go ahead, buy all the stuff we need, and hopefully we don't die doing this. Not hardcore, so it's fine, but it'd just be fun if we do. We've got a lot of options for food as a skiller, and the two that came to mind first was cake and chocolate cake. Cake heals 12 hit points in 3 bites, so 4 hit points per bite, whereas chocolate cake is 15 hit points in 3 bites, so 5 hit points per bite. And they're both extremely cheap, so I'm going to buy 100 chocolate cakes, and that should last us for any situations you might get ourselves into. We are all set now to start the quest. I decided to bring 4 iron bars with me, so that way we can make our own Blurite sword, and Blurite sword's gonna be a really cool fashionscape. I don't believe there's an attack requirement to equip a Blurite sword, so that way we can show off the fact that we beat this extremely difficult quest for a skiller. And there's the quest started. Let's get this thing going. Thurgo is actually a pixelized representation of myself. Freaking... He freaking loves them red berry pies, dude. I just realized right now that we're not an Iron Man. I could have just bought some staminas, but we're here anyways. I don't feel like teleporting to the GE and teleporting back and running all over the place. Let's just send it and see how this goes. Yeah, so far not too bad. We've taken no damage as of yet. The Hobgoblins can hit kind of high. Okay, there's a 2 right there, not too bad. So the max hit of the Ice Warrior is 6, and the max hit of the Ice Giant is 7, which is kind of weird because their combat level is 57, and the Ice Giants are level 53, so not sure about the logic behind that, but let's go try to mine some Blurite. Okay, let's sneak around this way. Okay, so much for sneaking around. Let's try to trap him behind this rock right here. Oh, okay, we're good. That was easy. There's one. Top world's in mine, another one. Oh, wait, no. No. Okay, let's... oh. Wait, no. Okay, let's go over here in Hop Worlds and try and mine another one. Leroy Jenkins! That's a bit underwhelming. There we go, Blurite ore number 2. Now we can teleport back to... where are we going? I should probably know this. Probably should have checked beforehand. Okay, back to Faldor. Wait, what? Why the hell is Thurgo all the way over there? Okay. I like how he's telling me what items I'll need to make this sword. I'm just standing here like, oh yeah, bro, it's such a weird coincidence. I already got all the items. I just happen to have them all on me. What are the odds? I think to get a backup Blurite sword, we have to drop the first one and then ask him to make another. Otherwise, I don't believe he'll make it for us. So now we have 2 Blurite swords, one for Fashionscape and one to hand in for the quest. Although as a skiller, I should always wear the short bow because you don't want any accidents to happen, because accidents do happen. I do have my NPC attack options hidden, and I do have auto retail up, but you never know what could happen. If auto retail does get turned on with the short bow, I won't be attacking back. So I probably won't ever really wear the Blurite sword, but it's a cool item to have at least. So when you're finishing up the quest, you have to drop the Blurite sword, or else it'll take both of them away from you. So let's go through dialogue, and there we go. 1 to 29 smithing, just like that. We got 12,725 smithing XP. That's a massive boost. Getting 1 to 29 would have taken hours, but because we did this short quest, we just skipped past all of that. We can now make a bunch of new stuff. We can pick up the Blurite sword, and we're set. We're going to buy a few hundred iron bars here and make some iron bolts. And the reason why I'm choosing iron bolts over any other item is because they profit the most. And by profit the most, I mean they break even. So we're going to go ahead and start training a bit of smithing here at the Varrock Anvil. So we're going to go start training some smithing here at the Varrock Anvil. Like actual smithing training, not just doing questing. Here is 35 smithing, and this is a pretty big change for us. Right now we were using iron, which gives us 25 XP per bar. We can now move on to making a steel item that doesn't lose us money, really. I think it breaks even. Apparently it profits a bit, but I think with the actively trade prices, it should break even. And what we're going to do now is make steel arrow tips. We could make cannonballs at this point, but like I said at the start, cannonballs isn't really good money per hour. I'd rather get to 99 faster and get less money now but more money later, because cannonballs are extremely slow XP per hour. And according to these prices right here, it looks like we profited about 4 or 5k GP by making the iron bolts. So I bought 1,000 bars, so we're going to be working with that to start with. This changed 50% more XP. It's going by a lot faster now. This is very nice. Okay, so we're now level 40 smithing, and at level 40 we could smelt gold ore, which is the fastest XP in the game, but that's assuming that we got the goldsmith gauntlets. And the goldsmith gauntlets give you way more XP per gold ore, but you have to do the family crest quest to get it. And the family crest quest requires 59 magic and you have to fight an enemy, so it's not doable for us on this account. And either way, I don't want to do blast furnace on here. I want to make this account as AFK as possible, because this skiller account is kind of supposed to be more like an alt account. Here's the last steel bar, putting us at a beautiful 15,000 steel arrow tips. We probably lost a lot of money making these, but I'm curious, we'll find out if we profited or lost money. We probably lost money though. Let's sell these down a little bit below. It should sell right away. I was checking the GE graph, and there's like a couple million of these sold per day. So if we collect that, check the history, we spent 605k and we got back 540k. So I mean 60k to get, was it like 37.5k XP? Not too bad at all. I'm going to sell some of these seeds I have in the bank so we have enough money to buy like a full amount of steel bars every time and not have to keep running back and forth as frequently. Here we go, collect all this. We now have almost a mil back again. So let's buy, I'm gonna buy 1,000 steel bars at a time, and we'll keep on doing this until we get to level 54 smithing, because at level 54 smithing, something very big and something very good is going to happen for this account, the skiller. We are currently at level 44 smithing. We've got 10 more levels left to go. Let's get smithing. We need to get 54 smithing, and once we get to that point, we're going to unlock something that we'll be doing to get the rest of the XP up until 99.